hello, it's Only10, and the video you're going to be watching in the background is going to be my second DNA bomb that I have got on in Advanced Warfare. This time it was a little bit different. I was using a little bit of a different class. I wasn't using the Scavenger, and honestly I'm kind of getting used to that recently. Not using Scavenger really isn't as much of a big deal as most people think. As long as you constantly have in your head that you aren't using the Scavenger and early on you pick up a gun that you think will help you on your streak, then it really doesn't matter too much. In this game I wasn't really too lucky with the guns that I picked up, but it seemed to work out well for me anyway, so I can't really complain. And it's on the map Retreat too, and Retreat is actually a really good map if it all goes well for you, otherwise it can be quite a hard time. What you kind of want to do is kind of run around this area that I'm looking at right now, the C flag area, because they do seem to spawn in the back of this cave that I'm looking at right now quite a lot. So you kind of like do a circuit around there, like you can run around here, check B flag, check to the right, and then maybe go underground. You don't want to stay underground for too long though, because I think that does flip the spawn because you are a little bit too close. So yeah, they're kind of like my main tips for Retreat, I suppose. I'm still kind of like learning the maps. I am very slow to pick up maps. I like that with DLC too, that's why I tend to delete it very quickly. So I am still getting used to the maps. I don't know many of the spawns, and some people have picked them up really quickly. But in today's video, what I do want to talk about is kind of like the YouTube standards in general, not just in Advanced Warfare, just in older CODs as well. So think about Advanced Warfare, honestly the YouTube channels are all over the place. Usually they're kind of like a DNA bomb, like in in COD Ghost it was the Killstreak, maybe like 100 pluses, and I suppose it's nuclears and Black Ops 2 as well. So in this game, there isn't really many set standards at all, and I think that's just because it is a very, very hard game to do well in. You can't really set the standards of a DNA bomb because realistically, no one's going to be getting a DNA bomb every day. And the same goes for nuclears as well, they're very hard to get every day as well. So as you can see by a lot of the pub stopping channels, they are definitely struggling to put up content, including myself actually, because I really don't know what you guys want to see. I don't really want to upload something like a brutal or like a 60 kill game or something, because in my opinion, it really isn't impressive, it really doesn't drag the audience in. I know that if I did see like a 60 kill game, I wouldn't want to watch it. So it is really hard for pub stompers, and I think it's going to be like that for Advanced Warfare. But let me know what you guys think about it, because I know that you guys, if you don't do YouTube, it's probably a different story. Of course, you're the ones watching it. So how do you guys feel about watching Advanced Warfare in general? Do you seem to like only skip the videos, or do you mean only watch the videos where there's like a DNA bomb or a nuclear or something in it? Or do you just watch it whatever it is? It really doesn't matter too much, as long as the commentary is important, or whatever, I don't really know. And also, I do want to know as well about what you think about the DNA bomb compared to like the MIRV, the Killstreak, the nuclear. Which one is your favourite? Actually, no, not which one is your favourite, but do you think that the DNA bomb is better than those or worse? Let me know. I know that in my opinion, if I was playing, in fact it's my opinion now because I do play the game, is I definitely do not like the DNA bomb as much as I like the Killstreak, the MIRV and all of that. And that's just because I like to do well in the game, and in my opinion doing well is like pretty much getting a Killstreak. Like if I got a Killstreak in COD Ghost, I'd be happy. But in this game it is of course very, very hard, so I feel like I'm kind of doing bad all the time when I do play, which obviously is not how you want to be feeling. Until I do get a gameplay. I suppose when I do actually get the DNA bomb or a good gameplay in general, it definitely does feel more rewarding than say getting a Killstreak. But I think eventually that is going to wear off, and I think that the negatives are kind of going to wear out the positives. However, I do think there is quite a few things that the developers can do to sort it out, but I don't know if they are going to go ahead and do it. I think that one of the main things would be to maybe give the guns a little bit more variety, because most people, or including myself, tend to only use the BAU and the H-Bra. They're my two favourite guns, so I tend to use them pretty much exclusively. I have started using the AK-12 too. I have found a pretty nice setup, and I made a class setup video soon with it. I keep saying I'm going to be doing these class setup videos, but I never get around to it because I end up not liking the class so much. But let's hope that's not going to happen with the AK-12. So I think some weapon buffs are definitely going to be needed, or maybe some weapon nerfs. I would rather have weapon buffs in my opinion, because I do kind of like how the BAU kills. I don't really think it needs a nerf. I just think guns like the submachine guns and the other guns do need a buff to kind of match with the BAU, and all the other guns that are good in the game. And I think that definitely is going to be happening. Weapon nerfs are a very easy thing for developers to fix, and we've seen it in like pretty much all the other Call of Duties before Advanced Warfare. So I definitely think weapon buffs will be making an appearance in the patch notes when the patch does go live, and I don't actually know when that's going to be happening. I do hope it's soon, because I'm interested just to read through them. I always like having patches, especially if it's a big one, because I like reading through all the patch notes. And also another way that I think they can fix it is obviously taking out the skill-based matchmaking that is implemented in Advanced Warfare. If you guys didn't know, it's like kind of like in Black Ops 2 where you get matched against players that have a similar stats to you, which obviously isn't great for the pub stompers either, because they tend to be better players, tend to have like the higher stats, so getting matched against people with the same amount of stats as them isn't really going to be helpful when you're trying to go for these DNA bombs, and it definitely isn't helpful to me. So I think if they definitely change that around, the game would be so much more enjoyable, not just for the pub stompers, but I think for the casual players too, because realistically, who wants to be playing against people that are like just as good as them, because obviously it does make the game so much harder than playing worse players. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. You can just saw me get the Vicious and the DNA bomb right there. So if you guys have enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.